I am unboxing and reviewing the BOOM Swimmer Bluetooth speaker. It's very light, has an impressive sound for its little size, and yes, it is waterproof. Lots of fun. Coming up on You Have an iPad. This is the Swimmer from BOOM. It is a portable, wireless speaker you can easily connect to your iPhone, iPad, or basically any device that supports Bluetooth audio. In the box you have the Swimmer speaker already mounted with its bendable tail, a USB cable to charge the internal battery, a 3.5mm auxiliary audio input cable, the manuals, and a suction cup mount. The Swimmer is very small, very light, and it has a rubber cover all around with a nice silky soft touch. It has this funny flexible tail to hook the Swimmer to a lot of places or simply get creative. Unscrewing the tail gives access to the connections, protected under a rubber cap you lift with your nail. We will get back to them in a moment, but keep in mind that the speaker is waterproof only with the tail. It also has a rubber suction cup to attach the speaker to surfaces like plastic, glass, tiles, or, oh my, it's really powerful. To release, pull the little tip on the side. To turn on the speaker, hold the power button for 2 seconds. You hear?
Power on.
To use the speaker wirelessly, we need to pair it to a Bluetooth device. On the iPhone or iPad, you open the Settings app, Bluetooth, and be sure Bluetooth is on. On the speaker, hold the Bluetooth button until you hear
pairing.
Now the LED keeps flashing in blue, and the BOOM Swimmer should appear in the list of nearby devices. Select it. After it is
paired,
we are ready to rock. You only need to pair it once, unless you have multiple devices. For maximum volume, press the plus several times until you hear a beep. On the iPhone, also put the volume to the maximum. For some weird reason, they are separated. Now you can put down the phone and control everything from the speaker itself. You can pause, resume, lower the volume, increase the volume. The plus and minus buttons also control the playback. Hold the plus for 3 seconds to jump to the next song. Hold the minus for the previous song. What you are listening was captured by the terrible microphone of my Canon, and it's also affected by the speakers you are using right now. Anyway, you can compare the difference when I switch back and forth from the iPhone to the Swimmer.
power off. Power on.
On medium volume, the Swimmer has 16 hours of autonomy. Playing at maximum volume, it goes around 8 hours. It's very clear when you need to recharge. The speaker starts beeping, quite annoyingly. When it's really low, it shuts down by itself.
Power off.
The Swimmer comes with a USB cable, but it doesn't bring an AC wall charger. You must use a computer's USB port or any USB charger, like the iPhone ones. The LED gets red. A complete charge takes about 2 hours, and the red LED simply turns off. You can use the 3.5mm cable to plug old, non-wireless, non-Bluetooth sound things, like my iPod Classic. Another advantage of the cable is for games. Using the cable, there is no delay at all, instantaneous.
Pairing.
Using Bluetooth, there is a latency about 50 milliseconds. Kind of bad for music games and musical instrument apps. For anything else, the delay is barely noticeable. It doesn't have a microphone, so you can't use it as a hands-free or conference speakerphone for calls. It is for listening only, but hey, it is waterproof! You can listen to music in your shower! The iPhone is outside, safe and dry, and yet you can choose your song. The volume is more than enough to set your mood and get inspired. Or should I say crazy? With the cup, you can notice some bass boost. Once more, the cup attaches really strong, but I feel safer using the tail to hook it over the door. Anyway, to me, this whole shower experience was totally awesome! Now for something outdoors. On the bicycle, I started just hooking the tail open, but it is not enough and all the shaking would end up dropping the speaker. So be sure to close the tail so the speaker doesn't fall off when moving, shaking, doing radical stuff. The volume is nice. I didn't even put the volume to the maximum. It seemed it would disturb people around me in the park. Using the speaker on the bicycle is a lot of fun. A true ready for anything must float. Does it float? Yes, it does. But as soon as the water gets in through the grill, the sound gets very muffled. Isn't it funny how the water jumps? Anyway, to enjoy good sound, just gently put the speaker to float upwards. The Swimmer is IPX7 compliant. It means it is built to remain 1 meter underwater for 30 minutes with no problems. To my disappointment, water totally absorbs the Bluetooth microwave radio frequency. By the way, that's how you heat your food. Just a few inches in the water and the signal is interrupted. But just for fun, I placed my iPhone very close, so to keep the Swimmer playing underwater. Yay! Outside you can barely hear it. I wonder if... Yeah! Ears in the water and you hear it much better. Actually, quite nice. Water summary. The Swimmer floats and it plays well in the surface. The water protection is very effective. IPX7 is more than enough for your shower or swimming pool accidents. But Bluetooth communication doesn't work underwater, so if you want to listen to music while you swim or dive, you need to take an underwater player with you. I bought the Boom Swimmer as a gift to my wife, I swear, and she's enjoying it a lot. She watches a lot of YouTube videos on her iPhone while she cooks, she listens to podcasts and music in the shower, and it's far louder and better than the iPhone's built-in speaker. Just to be clear, this is not a sponsored video. I bought it, liked it, and did the review on my own. I forgot to say, it comes in 5 colors, I guess, and if you want to check it out and buy it, I'll be glad if you use my links in the description. I love talking to you guys, so if you have any questions, just type them in the comments. Don't forget to like the video if you liked it, or well, dislike it, and share it with someone you love. And subscribe! Thanks for watching! Caiu.